You guys are feeling this little old school bob I got going on. It's the worst. I am like so ready for a relaxer. So ready for a relaxer. That's another piece of hair came out. Yep, another shedded hair, just like that. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Silverline's Beauty Playbook. So excuse my appearance today. I have some serious news I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about, and in my mind, I just didn't have time for the glitz and glam. A lot of things have been going on with my health, and I just hate it. I never thought that I would have a lot of health issues at this age, but that's just the reality of like my 30s, I guess. You know, actually it's making me a little teary because a lot of my health issues, some of them are genetic, so there wasn't much I could, there was probably a lot I could do, but I wasn't really paying attention. I figured if I was gonna have any major health issues or anything like that, it would come like more like in my 40s, maybe 50s, maybe 60s. 2017, I developed alopecia, and I was really shocked when that happened because at that time, I think I'd been on a journey 3.5, maybe 4 years. This April of 2019 will make 5 years that I've been on a relaxed hair journey. It took me about a year to recover. The bald spots still fill it in and everything's good. And again, you guys can go and watch those videos. There are plenty of them about, you know, how I took care of that. Summer 2018, I did that video where I was 100% a year clean of alopecia, and it was just really nice. And I actually felt like my health was coming back around. The only thing at the time that I was dealing with was having low iron. I talked to my doctor about it, and I was just told to just take iron regularly. I want to say maybe like fall of 2018, that same year, I was having like the worst headaches. Me and some friends decided to go out there to Stone Mountain to go hiking. I had never gone hiking before. It was actually pretty exciting. I liked the newness of something, and I also enjoyed the fact that it should have helped with my weight loss. Ever since I hit 30, I have been struggling with weight loss. I've been trying to get rid of weight. That thing's not shaking off as fast as I need it to. And that's one of the biggest things that I would say, like in my 30s, where I had some issues was weight. And I want to say starting right about like 28. Like 28 is when I noticed that a lot of my weight was coming on and wasn't coming off. And then by the time I hit 30, fat had just officially just packed her bags and moved in, okay? And and at that point, I was trying everything. I was a little nervous because I've been told that a lot of people don't make it to the top of the mountain, but I made it. You know, we went 3 times. The first time, in fact, all 3 times, I developed a very awful headache right after. Some will come pretty much on the way down from the mountain, and some will come on the drive home. And by the time I got home, it was a full-on just like holding my head, just on the ground. It just felt like I was just getting blows from different corners of my head. I could not focus, and sometimes the headaches were so bad that I would throw up. I went to the doctor. I went to a clinic, actually. In my mind, I was there to get antibiotics for my sinus infection. And of course, every time I do go to the clinic, they check your blood pressure, they check your temperature and all that stuff. And the doctor, I remember it was the nurse, she was like, she checked it the first time, my blood pressure, and she seemed a little confused. She tried the manual way, she tried the automatic way, and then she tried the manual way again. By like the 3rd time she was trying to take my blood pressure, I was like, what's going on? What's the problem? Now, I know that usually when I go and they check my blood pressure, they always say, oh, it's a little elevated, but you know, just watch your salt intake and blah, blah, blah. When I went this time around, she was just like, no, it's not a little elevated. You have full-blown high blood pressure. And I was like, really? She said, right now you need to be on something because you're pushing it. She said, did you do any activities this morning? I said, no. I said, I climbed Stone Mountain yesterday, but that was just yesterday. I had a really bad headache and I thought I had a sinus infection. She says, well, that might be the reason why you've had awful headaches. And I was like, what does she suggest I do? She says, well, you know, there could be some internal things going on. Why don't you do a full checkup and then go from there? So, and then the next week after, I got a doctor's appointment to go get my physical done. And he too said the same thing. And I kind of pleaded with him that, you know, I'd never really taken serious steps to lowering my blood pressure, that I would like to be able to lower it myself if possible. So he gave me a month. I think he gave me like 2 months. I think he gave me like 2 months or so, something like that. In that period of time that he gave me, I was able to drop my blood pressure down quite a bit, and I lost some weight. I'm sure you guys noticed a couple of videos that I did lose a significant. It looked like I lost a significant amount of weight. That was what was going on then. I stopped drinking. Any extracurricular activity that was going on with me, I stopped doing. And let me tell you, it was the most boring time in my life because I was eating salads every day, felt like a whole cow. You know, I couldn't drink, I couldn't have fun. It was just like, I felt like I wasn't living, but I felt like this is what I had to do, so I did it. Now, one of the other things he also told me about was my iron levels. He said they were really, really low, and it seems like I'm anemic. And I wasn't shocked that my iron was low because I was aware of that. In fact, 3 years before now, every single checkup that I've done when they do blood work, they have mentioned that my iron was low, but nobody said that I was anemic. Me being on a diet for my blood pressure, no salt, tasteless food, time and time again, that for me was upsetting. It was depressing. I felt like I was like partially depressed. I didn't want to get on the medication, but this is what I had to do. And then of course now, low iron. And you guys, my iron has gotten so low that I just feel so weak all the time. Now, how this has all played into my hair journey is that ending of December, I started noticing a lot of shedding. And I was like, okay, to me, this is a lot of hair coming out. I went back again to the dermatologist. She gave me the same drops. She said, your scalp looks fine. She remembered seeing me the last time and she was like, so what's going on now? And I said, nah, I'm itchy. I'm itchy and a lot of hair is coming out. I showed her a spot on the side of my head where I felt like I was getting a lot of like, it felt to me, I thought it was a bald spot. She said the area did look thinner, but it was not alopecia. She said it was basically equivalent to what women go through when they are, in fact, you know what, I'm gonna find the paperwork. All right, so I just got the paperwork and she said that I have Telogen effluvium. I'm gonna write it down on the screen just because I'm not saying it right. Telogen effluvium is the name for temporary hair loss due to shedding of resting or telogen hair after some shock to the system. New hair continues to grow. Telogen has a bulb or club-shaped tip. The different things that can cause shock to your system. So you have illness, surgical operation, an accident, childbirth, nervous shock, weight loss or unusual diet, certain medications, discontinuing contraceptive pills, overseas travel resulting in jet lag, and excessive sun exposure. So pretty much where I probably fall in this equation is I haven't been feeling 100%, so I've been a little sick. Weight loss, I've lost some weight and I have had to change my diet. Certain medications, I feel like I'm always on medication. I did travel in December to Nigeria. I did mention to her that in the last couple of years, my iron has been low. She was saying that I can use this topical drop and my hair will feel better, but if I don't change something in my system to help fix the problem, then I will continue to have these problems. It's going to be reoccurring. Both my parents have high blood pressure. My dad, my mom. So I know it's something that runs in my family, and he was telling me not to feel bad because it was inevitable. It was going to happen, but there are things I can still do to change it. I was against getting on blood pressure medication because I've heard so many negative things about it, but generally I feel like I've been stressed. I've been trying to keep it together and it's not working. So it's like, girl, I'm over it. I was so happy summer of 2018 because I was so sure that I was done with taking unnecessary meds. But here we are in 2019 And girl, I'm making music with meds, and I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed in I feel like my body's like giving up on me, and I'm trying not to give up on her, but it's hard. It's hard. My hair is suffering. It's still shedding. I'm not sure when it's gonna get better. Right now, I am on antibiotics because I am getting over another sinus infection. And the hair drops, iron pills. I'm on blood pressure medication. And then of course, I'm on biotin to just help this whole process. I just never thought that I would be dealing with this type of stuff. But you know, there's a reason for everything. And I don't want anybody to think that I'm giving up on my journey. I'm not. I'm just frustrated with the fights that are taking place with this journey. So I'm not giving up on my journey, but I can't necessarily say that I'm happy with what's going on. But I'm trying to keep a positive spirit about it all. I will definitely keep you guys posted. So if you find that you're not seeing more and more tutorials from me, it's because I'm protecting the little bit of hair I got left. I got a lot of roots coming in, but when it comes down to my ends, they're super thin. I feel like I have like this much of ends that need to go. I feel like if I show you guys probably scream. I don't know if you guys can tell, but when we talk about ponytail, that's not a lot. Look at how thin the ends are. It's not even to me. My hair can be thicker than this, and it's just really, really thin. It's just really, really, really thin. I'm gonna start my medication. I'm gonna keep you guys posted until the next video. I'll talk to you guys later.